Hello, and welcome to Global Data Themes Instant Insights. At Global Data, we define a theme as something that keeps a CEO awake at night, as businesses that invest in important themes will succeed, and those that don't will fail. Hello, and welcome to Instant Insights. I'm Emma Taylor, and today I'll be talking to David Bicknell, Principal Analyst in the Themes team at Global Data, about the Colonial Pipeline cybersecurity attack 1 year on.
Hi Emma, thanks for having me.
So David, what happened a year ago?
So a year ago in the east coast of the US, we had a ransomware attack on the Colonial Pipeline organisation. A ransomware attack that led to fuel shortages and fuel chaos down the east coast. And the point is that a year on, we're now looking back and trying to learn the lessons from that Colonial Pipeline attack and what that means and what lessons we can learn going forwards.
Great. And why is this still relevant 1 year later?
So the reason this is important is that Colonial Pipeline ransomware attack was really more than a wake-up call to critical national infrastructure. It was more of a sharp, well-placed dig in the ribs that highlights the threat of a cyber attack bridging the traditional corporate information technology network and also the operational technology systems that control industrial equipment. In the case of Colonial Pipeline, for example, those are the systems that manage the flow and distribution of fuel through the company's pipelines. What Colonial Pipeline exposed was the soft underbelly of US critical infrastructure. That quickly got the White House's attention and led to tighter rules on breach notification. The attack made it crystal clear how a single well-targeted cyber attack can create chaos and cause devastating impacts on government, business and the public.
Right. So it sounds like, no one's immune. So that was then. What does the cybersecurity landscape look like at the moment? Has it got any better?
I think the risk has got worse because of the Ukraine-Russia conflict. We could expect to see more cybersecurity attacks, but particularly perhaps on critical national infrastructure. And if you like, while Colonial Pipeline was a wake-up call to organisations doing critical national infrastructure, it was also a wake-up call to those that might want to attack critical national infrastructure and show where the weaknesses lie. And what Ukraine and Russia has shown is that even in the past, we've seen where attacks have taken place, and the effect, if you like, has bled into other parts of the business world and impacted different businesses and different geographical areas. It's likely that we'll see something similar, but we'd hope that there isn't anything quite as potentially devastating as the Colonial Pipeline could have been.
Yes, here's hoping. So what's the biggest takeaway from this attack? What lessons can be learned?
Perhaps the biggest impact is the realisation that for all critical infrastructure owners and operators, they must assume that experiencing an attack is really inevitable, and so understand that the ability to recover quickly is critical both to the safety of operations and ultimately the financial stability of the business. The Colonial Pipeline ransomware attack was a high-profile example of compromised credentials being used to exploit a previously believed to be secure infrastructure. There are three questions perhaps here for security risk managers that they must be able to answer. Can the business produce and deliver products if the IT and the operational technology network is compromised? If the operations are shut down, then what is the sort of likely recovery time objective? And perhaps what is the confidence level in achieving that recovery time objective? So there are important lessons for the top of the organisation, but there are also lessons for people in the business, making sure that critical national infrastructure is as safe as possible.
Thank you, David, for those instant insights. Thanks for listening, and from us at GD Themes, see you next time.